Hi everybody, great to see everyone again. If you're new to the channel, I'm Frank, an almost 3-year-old Great Pyrenees therapy dog. And this is my virtual therapy dog channel for all the folks out there who can't have a dog right now and would like to. Dad helps me get a video out every Sunday. This week, we actually get out of the house. This is our first real ride in a little over 3 months, almost 4 months. And we didn't go that far. We went from Coos Bay through Bandon and down to Port Orford. We didn't stay too long in Bandon because it's a pretty long ride and we don't travel real fast, so. But a trip down Highway 101, and as usual, Dad'll do the voiceover for me. And we'll kind of explain and highlight where we're going and what we're doing and how all that works. And if I can shut up for just a few minutes, we'll have some stretches of pretty scenery along 101 and you can enjoy the music. And I would be remiss if I didn't say please like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and definitely if you know somebody who like to have a dog and can't have one right now, let them know about me. Just share the channel, and some folks aren't real computer literate, so do them a favor. Bring some Frank videos up and show them. Hashtag Frank Smiles. Hard to watch me riding around in a sidecar and not smile. And this is right outside Bandon. We're actually headed for the Bandon Lighthouse. This is Bullard Beach State Park. And the state park is open, but the lighthouse isn't. When it does open up, we'll come back down here and do a video if people want to, so leave a comment if you'd like to see a lighthouse video tour. That'd be kind of fun. We actually live by quite a few lighthouses, so. And this is actually the first weekend in many, many weeks, if you look back through the videos, that we haven't been up at Franklin Manor putting in my new place. We're basically just kind of headed out through the dunes. Really low dunes here. There's much better sand dunes north of us on 101, up towards Reedsport and Florence and that neck of the woods. But there's the lighthouse. And I'll put a link to well, as usual, I'll have Dad put a link to the some kind of video of the lighthouse, some kind of tour, if you want to check that out. If you'd like to see me climb up the lighthouse, leave a comment. Comments, likes, all that stuff really helps with the the YouTube algorithm. And since we can't go to the Lighthouse, we might as well continue on into Bandon. And we'll go into Old Town, kind of drive through. There's tons of neat bridges. I gotta push my glasses back here. So just got lots of kind of pretty different scenery. Different than the Enchanted Forest. And we're basically kind of upriver here from the harbor. And that's kind of where we're headed, is the harbor. Old Town is really the harbor. And we'll from Old Town we'll head up into back onto 101, headed south. Yeah. Like most of the rivers, the bridges across the rivers are drawbridges, so they can open them up and let boats through. Doesn't happen in Bandon too often anymore, but it does still happen. And into Bandon we go. And this is still on 101, and we'll just veer to the right into Old Town here, and there it is. Welcome to Old Town Bandon. And this part of Bandon is kind of a bit touristy, but it's pretty artsy too. Lots of murals, lots of cool stuff. And a big shout out. While we were here, we stopped at the bait shack and had their fish and chips. And it was really, really good. I've had fish and chips a lot of times with Mom and Dad, and these were pretty special. Even came with a little shrimp cocktail dessert, just a little baby one. But I do like shrimpies. So we just basically went around the block, and off on the right hand side is the... Oh, I'm sorry. We haven't made it all the way around the block yet. Across the street over there is where we're actually headed. There's a parking lot and the boardwalk. But in the meantime, we'll kind of follow all the other tourists through town. Kind of amazing with the whole COVID thing going on. Mom and Dad have been really good about staying home, but I figured we're not really not getting around too many people, and doing the whole wear the mask thing and keep your social distance. I'm sure glad this thing isn't affecting dogs. I actually got to go to a parade the other day at the Life Care Center. I still can't go in the Life Care Center, but a lady turned 100 years old, and they had a parade for her. There was a fire truck and, I don't know, 20 motorcycles and half a dozen cars and lots of people. It was really a lot of fun. It really was. Made me feel good to be able to do some of my in-person therapy dog stuff. which with the whole health crisis thing going on really hasn't happened. And that's basically the Bandon Harbor. Off there over the rocks is the actual little harbor where the boats are. And Bandon's a pretty small little town, so there's not a whole lot of boats. Used to be a lot more boats. Used to be a lot of more fishing boats in Bandon, but commercial fishing's getting like everything else. If it's well, I don't know. It's just getting regulated and harder to make money doing it unless you're a great big boat. Lots less smaller boats for Dad to work on. Lots less wood boats. They're mostly big steel boats now. Not that Dad can't work on those, but he really likes working on the old wood ones a lot better, so. Anyway, this is about riding, not about Dad working. And kind of the rest of Old Town Bandon right through here. Okay, let's see what I mean about the art. Lots of murals around Old Town. And there's the welcome to Old Town sign again. We'll jump back on the 101 here and roll south for Port Orford. And I think it's about 25 miles from Bandon to Port Orford, so yeah. Mom gets kind of nervous when I stand up in the sidecar. And of course I got my glasses off already. Tuck in behind the windshield here in just a minute, but kind of fun going through town. We're in town, so we're doing 25 miles an hour. Yeah, getting out of town. Speed limit's going up. Time to tuck in behind the windshield. Kind of a bit of farm country here. We'll go through the little tiny town of Langlois. And other than that, this is pretty much 101 in this particular section of 101. You get just south of Port Orford, and 101 kind of parallels the beach and lots of views of the ocean and things of that nature, but this particular part of 101 is mostly trees and farms and people's houses. Plenty of folks live along here, but plenty of forest land as well. So, I'm going to shut up for a minute here and let you folks enjoy some music and just I don't know, side of the road, scenery. Be back in just a minute. Okay. Coming into Port Orford here. We're actually headed for just a little wayside up above a cove where there was a shipwreck many years ago. But they have public restrooms there. Mom stops there all the time when she's going down the coast for her work. But there's a beach access to the cove, and that's just kind of nice. That's where we're headed down there. And that rock there is what that's what the little cove is named after. And we'll go around to the sign here in just a minute. Maybe we'll go to the beach first. I don't know. It's actually Mom's birthday. We're filming this on July 11th. That's Mom's birthday, so this is Mom's birthday ride, and that's what she wanted to do for her birthday, was go for a ride. So, and you know me, I'm always ready to go for a ride. Because a lot of times when I go for a ride, it involves going to the beach. And there is just tons of stuff to sniff and pee on at the beach. And of course we're at the beach, so, you know, I got my long lead on so I don't get distracted too bad. Go running off and scare Mom and Dad. Dad, there's a dog my size over there. Looks like a Saint Bernard. But social distancing. Maybe next time we can play. But stuff to sniff and pee on. Sand to kick. The beach is just a very fun place. And I've actually never been to this beach before, so that makes it even more fun. And one of Port Orford's claim to fames, they have a really different kind of port in Port Orford. They don't have docks. They just have special trailers. And when people come up to the dock, a crane picks their boat up and puts it on a trailer, and then they take it over to a parking lot, basically. And when they want to go fishing again, they back over to the crane on the trailer, and you can tell Port Orford boats, they got big big straps on the side of them are built into them where they hook big ropes to hook up to the crane. Just stick around here for a few minutes, and we'll once we get up off the beach, we'll cruise down and kind of go through the harbor. If you look careful as we're cruising through, you can see where there's some big ropes and stuff on some of the boats. You see that guy sitting there? He's actually just a rock. Sure looks like somebody sitting there. Just a totally natural rock formation, though. So there's actually between 3 and 4 hours of footage of this ride, but folks don't seem to want to watch anything for very long. Just, a few seconds, and they want to see something else. So if you'd like to see like the long version of this video, leave a comment. And if I see a few comments about, make the long version, then I'll have Dad do it. Who knows? We might just do it for fun anyway. And next week will be my 100th video on YouTube. Hard to believe Dad's helped me make 100 videos since I was 9 weeks old. Well, there's been a lot more videos than that made, but 100 videos on YouTube. Okay. This is that kind of neat little, I don't know, I think it's neat. Get this rock wall here with a drinking fountain, all made with cut polished rocks. Battle Rock. That's that rock right out there. That's what the little cove is named after. And if you want to read any of this stuff, of course, just, pause the video, read away, hit play again when you're done. A pretty neat area down here. A little viewing area of the Pacific Ocean, and Battle Rock Cove. I don't know what. There's no sign saying what it is. Dad didn't tell me, so. These are kind of neat. That's where we are. But once again, if you want to read any of this stuff, just go ahead and pause it, and hopefully Dad shot it so that you'll be able to read it if you pause it. We better wait for these folks to. Well, we can look at this one while they're looking at the other ones. Then we do our part for social distancing. Personally, being a dog, I really don't understand social distancing, and I don't like it. But it is the way it is right now, so I guess that's what we have to do. Lots of really cool information on these plaques. There's little info boards, I guess. I don't know. What do you folks call these? Leave a comment. And I'm not saying how old Mom is on this birthday, but she gets a senior discount now. You know, don't tell Mom I told you that, though. These things were pretty cool. Definitely, if you get a chance to, I know I've said this in other videos when we've gone up or down 101 and the, you know, various different videos. Certain amount of 101 we have to go up and down if we want to go anywhere east, just because there's no roads right out of Coos Bay that go across. And that's all that's left of, I can't remember the name of the boat. It's on this sign. Hey, Dad, shoot that sign for the folks so they can see what boat this came out of. Yeah. The Frank D. Stout. Only the propeller remains. Wow. Well, Dad wants to run up and check out this viewpoint. That's where we're headed. That's the marina down there. And a little point sticking out. Can't really see it too good from here, but I'll cruise down the hill here and go through there. Mom and Dad were talking about getting more fish and chips. Yeah. There's those boats on trailers I was talking about. Kind of funny how they're all on big trailers. And pretty big boats too. See if you can see the lines on them. Where they get picked up by the cranes. Drifts right there is where we're gonna stop and have a little lunch. I know this video seems pretty short, but we actually, you know, spent quite a few hours on this particular day, so. And we hadn't eaten before we got to Bandon. And when it comes to people food, especially fish, I can eat that pretty much any time of the day. There's the cranes they use to pick the boats up. Does seem kind of funny, don't it? I think one of those cranes will pick up 50 tons and the other one 25 tons. So depending on how big your boat is, on which crane you can be used. You should be able to see some of the big ropes as we cruise along here. I should have had Dad stop and really film one, but guys were there working on their boats and stuff, and sometimes they get, a little weird about somebody taking pictures of their boat. Got an awful big house on the back. A pretty big boat, too. Okay, we're gonna go back around the corner here. Mom and Dad are gonna stop and get me some fish and chips. Well, I'll share their fish and chips. But Mom and Dad are always really good about sharing. So the fish and chips were good. I have to say, the ones at the bait shack in Bandon were better. These were good, no doubt about it. Nice and tasty. Good fresh fish. But we're headed back up the hill. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours at the speed we travel, because we just don't travel as fast as most people. We stop and take breaks, especially when we're on the motorcycle. Well, Mom and Dad are on the motorcycle. I'm in my sidecar, of course. But back north on 101, pretty much retracing our steps because, there are no other roads that go there. Not from here. Pretty much just the 101 up and down the coast, so. But we're kind of getting towards the end of the day here. I sure hoped you folks enjoyed this ride as much as we did. And coming back through Bandon, we came across this place. And it was about time to stop and take a break anyway, so we said hi to Bigfoot. And Little Bigfoot. And around the corner was Mrs. Seafoot. I hate it when I have to jump start my lips. Mrs. Bigfoot, or Miss Bigfoot, I'm not sure. And this pterodactyl. And a flying pig. And all this stuff is made out of metal. It's all metal pieces welded together. There was Miss Bigfoot. I don't know who makes this stuff, but it's kind of cool. Yep. Every part of all this stuff is just made from metal and welded together. And, they had a whole herd of critters out back. So anyway, I definitely wanted to say thank you for watching. We're Probably wrap this video up here within here pretty quick. Just heading back to the shop. And then we'll stash the Harley and the sidecar and head back to the boat. So, until next week, thanks again so much for watching, and especially for sharing the videos and sharing them with folks who could use a frank smile. So, until next week, cheers. Have fun. Until next time. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my videos, stick upon the thumbs up button. And for the newest, go ahead and paw that subscribe button. Thanks again. Cheers.